New Zealand, a country of swift, clear rivers, majestic mountains, unspoiled beaches and rolling farmland. A country internationally renowned for its clean green image and its enlightened approach to protecting the environment. New Zealand's status as a world leader in conservation has created industrial techniques that provide cost-effective, time-saving and practical solutions to good environmental management. In few areas is this more important than in the petrochemical industry, and especially in the maintenance of above-ground storage installations. Steel tanks such as these are prone to corrosion and seepage, damaging the environment, a company's reputation and its profits. As a safeguard, above-ground storage tanks must be periodically lifted and inspected. But at what cost in terms of money, time and labour, and how? From an innovative New Zealand company comes an environmentally proven and economic answer: the Watson Airlift Method. Developed by A.R. Watson Limited, this unique system for lifting above-ground storage tanks is fast becoming the industry standard, not only in New Zealand, but also in Australia and Southeast Asia. The method is based on one of the most uncomplicated lifting mechanisms available: compressed air. Using specially designed airbags and timber supports, tanks of any capacity and any dimensions can be lifted and lowered in half the time taken with conventional techniques, and with a 30% saving in costs. As well as for environmental upgrading, the system is widely used by oil companies and independent operators to correct tank rim settlement, to repair or replace tank floor plates, to restore or change the tank floor profile, to reconstruct tank foundations, and for tank relocation. In fact, for virtually any purpose that requires an above-ground tank to be lifted. The Watson Airlift Method does away with hydraulic jacks, on-site hot work, and its attendant fire risk, and the need for complicated and costly structures to support the bottom of the tank as it's lifted. For a complete environmental upgrade, here's how it works. With the tank still on its original foundations, slots are dug at intervals around the rim and the airbags are placed underneath. Next, the bags are inflated to a predetermined pressure, replaced with timber supports, and then reinserted to raise the tank higher. The process is repeated to lift the tank to the required height for inspection, cleaning, and any necessary repairs to the tank bottom and its foundations. With the Watson Airlift Method, tanks can be safely raised high enough to allow for mechanical excavation of foundations, a big saving in cost and time. After removing the foundations, the ground can be lined with an impermeable containment membrane. Then as the foundations are replaced, the tank can be equipped with new floor plates, and the cathodic protection system can be installed to protect from corrosion. The original contaminated material is removed for remediation, and the tank is lowered onto its new foundations simply by reversing the lifting process. A major advantage with this system is that internal fixtures such as heating coils and floating covers can remain in place and are lifted with the tank as a whole. What's more, the portability of the Watson Airlift Method makes it ideal for lifting tanks with restricted access. In fact, the lifting equipment is so easy to handle that apart from the air compressor, any one item can be carried by one person. With governments around the world now requiring stringent environmental protection measures, responsible tank farm operators are initiating their own detailed inspection and upgrading programs. In New Zealand, Australia and Southeast Asia, many of these companies have chosen the Watson Airlift Method, a cost-effective, environment-friendly system. Now, the choice is yours. A.R. Watsons, working with industry to protect our environment.